Hey, what's going on? Soccer back here for another episode here on TalonMC. Today's video is not going to be like any other video. We're actually going to be showcasing the brand new season dropping tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST. That's right, this Saturday at 3 p.m. EST. So if you guys do want to join, the Discord link is in the description. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into today's showcase. So there are a lot of new things that they've added based on what you guys wanted in the last season. They listened. They added every single thing that has been requested. Starting off, they added 3 brand new runes. So let's go ahead and have a look at what they are. They still have the old runes that they had in the last season, such as Stimulus, Crazy Jackhammer, Avalanche, and Mighty Hole. But the 3 new ones that they added, one of them is Mortar Madness. That's right, they added mortars to the new season. So basically, the Mortar Madness will automatically activate firing many mortar shots at once. So I'm pretty sure that the mortar still has a chance of proccing even if you do not have this rune, but this rune will make it proc even more. And the second rune that they added is Zeus Staff. It powers your pickaxe with the power to strike lightning on every block you mine, giving you all currencies. So basically, every time your Zeus Staff procs, it is for a timer, and within that time frame, any block you mine is going to strike lightning, giving you all the currencies there is, such as the tokens, gems, and essence. And the last rune that they added is Dual Wield. It powers up your pickaxe as if you have 2 pickaxes, meaning your enchants are going to proc 2 times as much. It means you're going to get 2 times the amount of currencies and just all of that fun stuff. I'm pretty sure out of these 3 runes, the Dual Wield is the best one that you can get. I got all these runes from doing/rune shop and I purchased it from here, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute to get the Dual Wield. So it's kind of hard to get, but it is still definitely possible. I think I did like maybe 40 rolls until I did get the Dual Wield, but at least we got it, so it's possible to get. So I just gave myself level 100 of all these runes. Now keep in mind, this will not be in the game. This is solely for me testing it out. I just want to show you all what the particles and animation looks like of these runes. So we're going to first start off with the Zeus Staff. Let's begin mining and wait for it to proc. Okay, I think the level 100 was kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure you get 2 seconds for each level that your rune is. My Zeus Staff just procced and I got it for 200 seconds. Yeah, I don't think that's how it is. But as you guys can see, we are mining. There isn't any lightning strikes coming down. And it might be because to avoid the lag spikes. But if you look on the right side of our screen, we are definitely getting these currencies. I mean, look at that. We're already up to 2 Q tokens, 40 trillion gems, and even 7 trillion essence. Now, I'm pretty sure we are getting this high amount of currency because of the level of the rune. If we had a lower level, we would definitely be making a lot less tokens. But as you guys can see, all our currencies is going up for the time period that Zeus is being procced for. That's all I will showcase for the runes. I will keep the Mortar Madness and the Dual Wield runes up to you to figure out once you guys join in on Saturday. But yeah, now let me move on to the next thing on the list, which is 3 new hero pets. Now we can check what those pets are by doing/pets. Before we get into the 3 brand new hero pets, which you guys can see is right here, they added a brand new rarity called Masterful. Now the max rarity you can get last season was Mythical, but now they added Masterful. So Masterful is a little bit better than the Mythical rarity, and it is a little bit harder to get as well. But yeah, now moving on to the hero pets, they added the monster pet, which has the ability to spawn a massive monster that smashes into your mine, giving tons of tokens, gems, and essence. It lasts for 20 seconds, and the ability proc chance is 0.14%. And now the passive ability for the monster pet is that it gives you gems, tokens, and pickaxe XP. Now the ability of the monster pet and the other 2 hero pets are the same thing. The only thing that differs is the passive ability. So now moving on to the tycoon pet, it has the same ability as the monster pet. Duration is for 20 seconds and the ability proc chance is 0.14%. But what differs is the gems, tokens, and rank experience for your passive ability. And now for your monster pet, it was gems, tokens, and pickaxe XP, but for the tycoon pet, it's gems, tokens, and rank progression. And now moving on to the best hero pet that they added is the electric dragon pet. Now once again, the ability is the same for the monster, tycoon, and the electric dragon, but what differs is the passive ability. And for the electric dragon pet, it has a enchant proc, tokens, and pickaxe XP. Now this is by far the best pet in the game, way better than what used to be the best guardian pet. So as you guys can see, I have a masterful rarity of the electric dragon in my inventory, and the enchant proc gain is 0.25x, the tokens gain is 0.35x, and the pickaxe XP gain is 0.4x. And all of these boosts is why this pet is the best pet in the whole game. Now that we're done with the runes and with the hero pets, let's move on to something that was highly requested, and it has to do with crystal and attachment merge all. So instead of typing a command for merge all, what they did is actually change the whole way pickaxe attachments and crystals work. So if you click this, now it will actually open an inventory that all your crystals get stored here, and if you click right here, it will merge all of your crystals together to make the highest tier possible. So to test it out, I'm gonna give myself some attachment boxes. So there we go, we just gave ourselves some attachments, and let's see. So there are pages of 2 lines. We gave ourselves around 3 pages, and you can see right here, page 3 out of 3. So let me now click merge all. I give myself just a tons of tier 5s, and it looks like they actually stack. So they don't actually show you how many of them you are individually. If you hover over it, it shows I have 2 tier 5 jackhammers, which is pretty dope. But yeah, now let me go ahead and merge all. Now if you hover over them, you can see that we have a tier 6 shard finder, a tier 6 lottery attachment, a tier 6 vein miner. So if we actually click them, you can go ahead and open another menu, and then you can click that as well. So that is pretty dope. Instead of managing all your crystals in your inventory and your PVs and all of that and manually merging them, it is now all done in an inventory in the crystals menu. So this is a big, and I mean big change. So this will definitely make managing crystals a hell of a lot easier, and it is actually going to be fun to do as well, just because of how organized it is. So that is a W in my book, and it is the same exact thing for the crystals, as you guys can see right here. And now moving on to one of the new game-changing features, which is the mortar, as you guys can see right here. If we go ahead and right click it, the mortar information. While mining, you have a chance for the mortar to activate 3 random enchants and 10 seconds of a gem and token boost. So when you first start off, your mortar is not assembled, and the only way to assemble it is if you finish 3 requirements. One of them is to get pickaxe level 150, get 75,000 blocks mined, and the last one is to get level 5,000 on your token miner. Once you assemble it, you can actually also go ahead and level up the mortar with more requirements. So basically, there are a ton of quests that you need to do, and you cannot progress to the next level unless you finish these quests. Now, the higher level you get, I'm pretty sure the higher boost your tokens and gems will be, and the higher chance that your mortar procs. Meaning these 3 random enchants are gonna proc more and more and more the higher level it is. So this is actually a pretty dope feature, and one good thing about these mortars is the Mortar Madness rune. Now you don't have to depend on your mortar proccing solely by mining and waiting for it to proc. The Mortar Madness has a way better chance of proccing on your pickaxe than you mining and waiting for the mortar to proc. So the mortar is going to be proccing a lot more if you have the Mortar Madness rune. Aside from the mortars, they also added player miners. So the player miner has a battery. Every single time your battery gets to 100%, you can spawn in your player miner to go ahead and mine blocks for you. Now, the way to make the player miner a lot better is by actually upgrading the enchants, and there are a ton of enchants on this player miner, such as Fortune, Speed, Jackhammer, Stamina, Token Miner, Gem Finder, Essence Finder, Scavenger, Energy, Regeneration, and Black Market. Now, these are some brand new enchants on here, but they are only for the player miner. So there we go, we just maxed out all the enchants on the player miner. Let me spawn it in and then go ahead and have a look. As you guys can see right here, it is basically a normal player miner that is just mining blocks around your mine. And he has a ton of enchants on him that it will make him proc and then giving you a ton of currencies. So that is pretty dope. And now moving on to the enchants, they added 3 new enchants. If we look for our token enchants, they added Shadow Clone. Now the Shadow Clone enchant will spawn many clones of yourself with the ability to activate any of your unlocked enchants. So now Shadow Clone is actually a pretty dope enchant, but now let me move on to the gem enchants. So there are 2 new enchants in the gem enchant, one of them being Worship. It summons end crystals on your mine that temporarily gives you an enchant proc boost. This is pretty overpowered because enchant proc on TalonMC prisons is a big thing. If your enchants are proccing a lot more, you make so much more currencies. And the last enchant is the Thunderbird, which spawns a powerful plane that drops TNT on your mine, giving a massive amount of tokens and gems. So it is another currency enchant. And lastly, another thing that they added was chat games. Now, I am confident that chat games was actually one of the most requested things that everyone, and I mean almost everyone, requested in the last season, and they have finally implemented it into season 2. There are unscramble problems, questions, and even math problems. Like one chat game right here said, answer the following question: what is the name of the server? Plain said TalonMC, and he got it in 8 seconds. So there are a ton of random questions and all of these fun problems that you have to solve. So that is pretty dope. I actually love chat games myself, and it is one of those features that you just cannot look back on. But yeah, with that being said, we just covered majority of the new things coming into TalonMC tomorrow, Saturday at 3 p.m. EST. So if you guys like what you saw and do want to play for yourself, join the Discord. The link is in the description. There will be an announcement for when TalonMC will be released. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy today's video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you've not yet already. And while you're at it, hit that like button as well, just because it does help push out my videos. I had a lot of fun recording today's episode, so you'll definitely see more from me here on TalonMC. If you don't want to miss out on my next upload, go ahead and turn on post notifications just so you're alerted. But until then, peace.